Till now we have understood that what is a what is a loop, what is for loop, what is if loop, and what is a while loop. So now there are three interesting functions that can be used in this loop. So one is continue, second one is break, and third one is pass. So let's understand that one by one. What is the work of which kind of loop? So here I will be considering a for loop, and the same logic can be applied to a while loop also, that we'll see. So if I first let's do a loop or for a for loop, then we'll try to apply the things and see what happens. So let me take a loop here. So let me zoom in little bit. Okay. So let me take a for here. So I'll write for I in range. I want to print the values from between 1 to 9. I just created a for loop there, and inside that I'll write print I. Fine. So let's see what the program will do. So it is printing the value. You can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 up to this it is printing. So when I write range, that means 1 to the 10 minus 1, that is 9. Okay, it will take that range. Now let us consider that I want to use the break statement here. So before applying, let's consider the let's understand what is the logic. So break statement is basically whenever a loop is going on and if certain condition is satisfied, then the loop should break there and it will go out of the loop. Fine. So for that, let me do one thing. Outside the for loop, I will print another statement. I'll write end of program. Let's say write, okay, end of program. So what it will do, it will ensure that where the loop ended and then it printed the end program. Now if I run this code, you can see at the last when all the numbers are printed, it is printing the value end program. Fine. Now if I do use the condition for break, so what to do? So any condition is there, it should be satisfied a condition. That means I need to take a if else condition there. So if I take if I is equals to let's say 6, okay, then I want to break the loop. Fine. So break the loop means what? Whenever the value of I will become 6, it will break the loop. Which loop it will break? It will break the for loop inside which it is being written. So let us run this code. So what's happening here? It is printing 1 2 3 4 5 only, but after that it's not printing anything, and at the last it is printing end program. So what we can understand from here is, so when the condition was satisfied and the break statement executed, from there itself it broke the loop where other values are also there and it went out of the for loop. So that's why this print statement I have written to know that it went out of the program, fine, out of the for loop. Now let us do one thing. Let me copy paste the same thing and we will try to understand what is the meaning of continue there. Fine. So here I am just printing whatever it is. I am just printing the code. So it's up to 9 it is coming. That's fine. Now I will be using some function called as continue. Okay. So if I'll write if let's say I equals to 4. Okay. Then what I need to do? So I need to continue here. So let us see what happens to the output, then I will explain. So see here what happened. I have written if I equals to 4, then continue. Fine. So if you see here 1 2 3 4 is not there, 4 is not printed. That means whenever this particular expression is getting executed and if a continue is written, then after continue whatever is written inside the for loop it will not consider. It will directly go out of the loop and it will again, if I want, I can start that. Fine. So this is the use of continue there, and then the last one is your break is done, then continue, then the last one is pass. Okay, so let us do what is a pass in Python. So let me use the same code again, it will be easy to explain there itself. So I will delete this part. Fine. So for I in range, so what I need to do, if a condition is satisfied, then you do nothing. Okay, just do nothing and let the let this while loop or the for loop be continue, and this is generally used in case of error handling. If error is there, program will stuck there. So we can write a question, we can write a value that if there is a error, just pass it, means don't do anything. So here I will write if I is, let's say if I is greater than 6, then I what I will do, I will write here pass, simple, I will write pass, and I want to print the value in the else statement. Okay, now what will happen? So let us see that if I run the code, it's printing 1 2 3 4 5, and then it is printing end of program after 6. Okay, so what is happening here? So it is checking that whenever the value is becoming greater than, so when the value is becoming greater than your 6, so it's doing nothing, it is just printing the value. And whenever the value is not greater than 6, that means for the value if I equals to 1, then 1 is greater than 6, this condition is false, right? So if the condition is false, it will print the value. Okay, next is I is equals to 2. For then I is equals to 2, 2 is greater than 6, condition is false. Then what will happen? It will just means go to the else statement and it will print it. Whenever the value becomes 6, value becomes 7, in that case what will happen? So 7 is greater than 6 and the condition is true. In that case the if statement will be executed. So the if statement, if it is executed here, then what will happen? It will not go to the else statement, and pass means do nothing, just continue the loop. So it will go till 7, 8, 9, all this loop it will just go on and it will do nothing. So that's what happened, and after the loop completed, it just printed the end of program. So that's how your pass, continue and break works in the for loop. So that same thing can also work with the while loop also, that we'll see in some another video. Thank you.